Hi everyone, welcome back to another segment of Nain's Kitchen. It's great time having you back to our channel. Thank you so much for stopping by and clicking on this channel. Thank you so much for subscribing on this same channel. And for those that haven't subscribed, please do click on the subscription button and the notification bell for more videos coming on your way on this same channel. Yes, in today's episode, we're actually going to dive into one of the African delicacy, which is known as catfish pepper soup. But before we go into the full preparation of this special African delicacy, let's look into what actually it entails. We all know actually some persons, or should I say some little average or some numbers of persons knows a catfish pepper soup, but some other person might like, what is catfish pepper soup? What is this name entails? Actually, it's a spicy dish, a spicy fish dish, that rank high among the most exotic delicacy in Nigeria. It is often found and enjoyed in many local bars as well as posh restaurants across the country. Basically, its colloquial name, point and kill, always rings a bell in the ears of many Nigerians, and for the most figurative of reason too. This is because some bars offer a service that allows their clients the chance to select their desired fish, and usually from a large bar teeming with live fish. The lucky fish in the world may be not too lucky or not so lucky after all, is then killed and prepared for the guest. And after a couple of minutes, the pepper soup is ready to be served and maybe washed down with a couple of cold drinks and some loud blaring music. And that's most especially you found in a local African restaurants. Alright, before we go into the full preparation of this special African delicacy, let's dive into the ingredients that are used in preparation of this special African bottom pot special pepper soup. So the first items we actually will be looking at is our catfish, which is very important and is a major ingredient in the preparation of this particular special African pepper soup, hot pepper soup. And the second ingredient which we'll be actually using, we have our nutmeg. That our nutmeg seed is also important. It's very important to use a nutmeg seed, and also a few hot chili pepper, usually of the Scotch bonnet varieties. Will not forget some scent leaf, the efirin in Yoruba and in Chanwun in Igbo, and Dadoya in Hausa language. These are the major tribes in Nigeria. We have the Hausa, Yoruba, and Igbo. I will not forget our grounded crayfish, which is also important. And also 3 white onions is needed in this particular pepper soup. Other ingredients that follows could be a 3 seasoning cube, knorr, and some iodized salt to taste. And these are the major ingredients that are needed. And if you like, you can use your plantain or yam and also add some to the taste of this particular delicacy. So let's dive into the full preparation of this special hot pepper soup. I know you wouldn't want to miss the full preparation of this. Please stay tuned. Alright, we already have our washed catfish, which has already been washed, and we'll place it in the pan. And thereafter we'll put a little quantity of water and our onions, chopped onions, and our Maggi cube, our seasoning cube, which is very important, Knorr, and chili pepper. A certain quantity is very nice for this. Then we stir it. The stirring should be gently, and we allow it to boil and just look how it looks like. The aroma itself is just too inviting. Then we'll not forget our salt, Hyundai salt, and also our crayfish, very important, and our pepper soup spices, and also we'll cover it and allow it to cook for some minutes, and this is how it looks like. I will not forget our scotch bonnet, and let's cover it again and just look how it looks. We have our scent leaf, which is very important. We cannot do without this because it's so nutritious, and it adds a nutrient to our body. And the put intakes of this scent leaf, some persons who want it to be much, and some other persons who like to put a little quantity, and depend on your choice. And here we go, our pepper soup is ready for consumption. It's very yummy, so delicious, and so healthy. It's a very healthy African delicacy, and this you can serve, you can take with your rice, with your potatoes, with your yam. You can take it off any food of your choice. And this food is very easy. It's one of the easiest food actually you can prepare. This food can be prepared at any point in time. So it's very easy if you follow the right procedure and you wash your catfish properly. And one of the major work that is actually there is how to wash your the catfish. In washing the catfish, you just have to be so careful, and know much of the step and other thing, which we discuss much in this today episode. So before we go into the full question and answer section, let's actually know what this pepper soup entails again. Is just as we said earlier, is popularly known as point and kill. When you go to the market, the local market, and you say, I just want to get point and kill, actually a local man will understand what you mean. Actually, a pepper soup that is most Nigeria like eating it, and it's usually eaten in exclusive Nigerian bar and restaurants. And even if you can't get Nigerian pepper soup in any roadside restaurants, you will need to dig deep to find the restaurants where you can have the correct point and kill. And so why is it called point and kill? Actually, usually when a group of guests arrive at the exclusive bar and order catfish pepper soup, at least one of the group will need to go to a big bar where some live catfish are swimming around and point out a catfish where and thereafter the catfish will then be killed in the guest's presence and taken away for preparation. So you see, you point and it is killed for you. Are you in a place where you cannot get catfish, or you cannot get some of those ingredients we are talking about, or we make use in preparing this special African delicacy, this hot catfish pepper soup? If you're in an area where you cannot get it, please, we got your back. So you are not out of the preparation of this special delicacy. So one of the alternative ingredients you have to look into is the conja oil.
The kangaroo in Spanish is actually a good alternative to catfish. And when buying the kangaroo, ensure you buy the part towards the tail so that the fish caught will not have a big hole in them. This question is actually from Zimbabwe. The person is from Zimbabwe. And this question is catfish high in cholesterol? Is catfish high in cholesterol? Hi, thank most of the wide flavor that catfish may have. And the wild caught catfish and sometimes farm raised tends to have some of a kind of what moody flavor to them. And what is this? Therefore, soaking the fish in buttermilk before frying it is highly recommended. I hope I've answered your question too. Yeah, the next question we'll be looking at is this person is actually sending her question, but let's take it. I think it's out of the range, but notwithstanding, let's go on it. It says, can a pregnant woman take gari? Sorry, we are not actually talking about gari in today's episode. Maybe in a subsequent video we'll talk about gari. So I think this video is for catfish. So the next question is, how do you use uziza seed for soup? This question is coming from someone in Lagos State. And actually, to use the seed, it is ground into a smooth powder and added to the soup. Uziza seed actually has a slight bitter taste of it, and because of that, it is important to use a little at a time. And the leaves of these growing plants is also used as herbs of vegetables in dishes, especially okra soup like uziza okra soup and even ogusi soup, which will be coming on your way on this channel. Other question that is tripping in, he says, how do you clean catfish for pepper soup? Yes, I think this for the benefit of all. Actually, thank you so much for asking this question. To clean your catfish for pepper soup, the first step is just to get a big chopping board and place the catfish on it. Then after that, you cut the catfish with sharp knife, depending on how big the catfish is. Sometimes it's usually what I usually do is just to cut it into 3 pieces or more, and then put in a big bowl. Then you can add a lot of water and helium. And sometimes some other person might decide to use this lemon juice. It also helps to eradicate the steriness, or should I say the dryness of which you found on the skin of the catfish. And when you add a lot of water and the helium, you can just leave it, in case that is when you are using the helium, you can just leave it for 5 to 10 minutes. And I hope I've answered your question too. Alright, this is the last question we'll be answering for today, and we hope we've answered most of your questions for today's episode. And the last question we'll be taking from is someone from United States, and she's asking, is catfish soup healthy? Is catfish soup healthy? Yeah, thank you so much for sending us this question. I think also it's for the benefit of all. Catfish pepper soup actually is rich in calcium and vitamin C, which aids dental health, and it also provides the body with antioxidants that helps mop up free radicals that are toxic to the cells and the body. So it's very important. So I hope I've answered your question. Yeah, this is where we'll be wrapping up today's segment. Thank you so much for those that participated in our question and answering section. Want to say thank you so much for you sending your questions, and also, these questions are very important, and it helps us to understand actually what this episode entails, what's the basic questions or basic answers which cannot be given maybe during the discussion process can also be derived from this particular section. So thank you all for sending your message. Thank you for sending your question. I appreciate you. Thank you so much. So here we go. We'll be bringing you our next episode. Should we actually go on African dish or intercontinental dish? Let's see it then. Remember to stay tuned, like and subscribe to this channel so as more video will be coming on your way. Thank you so much.